Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Dreams of Infinity. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and magic keeper, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Ashleyien, Hana, John, and Kira. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
They are so good at that. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D in-depth character creator right in your web browser. You can build yours today at HeroForge.com. Second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or putting a picture as the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show description. Tomorrow, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign is going to not be airing. They're taking the week off, but they will be back next week. Which means that our next session is going to be Monday at 7 p.m. Central. That's going to be Aether Shanties, our Sagas campaign. After that, we have Curse of Strahd on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central as well. You can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it. I got through our announcements as quickly as I could. So join us as we return to Laropa City and continue on with the Dream Seekers as they investigate the dreams of infinity. And we're back. As I've mentioned before, in this campaign we do our recaps by offering up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for a free reroll during the session. If I do the recap, I get the coin, and I can do a lot with it. Like, have you ever talked about it? Like how I could just use it to add another major enemy to a battle, or I probably shouldn't get into all of that. But anyway, y'all cool with me doing the recap tonight, right?
That's really tempting, but I had to protect two people tonight, so I guess I can say something off the cuff right now that's totally not pre-written.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, Aisha, tell us what happened last time on Dreams of Infinity.
Last time on Dreams of Infinity, While Melody and Damian investigated elsewhere, Salem, Kat, and I made one last visit to the Hydro Center to try and learn whatever we could. The quivering quabbles between Damian and I still high in my head as we saw members of Giffen Development, who are taking over the hydro plant, arrive by car and the rain began crashing down. We tried to sneak through a small hole beneath the fence, but ultimately I just came out covered in mud and still stuck streetside. I told our leader and Kat to head on in while a plan hatched in my mind. It didn't go as well as I hoped, but I managed to extract a minimal amount of information from another gate guard and distract him while my friends infiltrated, finding a trove of information in a parked car. And our tense chase had them barely get out, culminating in me mock crying out in fright and pratfalling into the guard as Kat and Salem escaped with our new information. I still can't believe Damian didn't know what a gosh darn stage kiss is, but what are we going to do with them? We met him at my place after some much needed showering and agreed to just wander, not look into any one place, and see if we can stumble into cultist activity after a slightly overdrawn debate. We rushed in, girding our hearts against the dull holler of monsters we've seen before. Our leader keeping us within our senses. Oh, I put that sentence in the wrong paragraph. That's fine. After having a slight tense sounds for a bit, our soul crystals glowed, and on a random rooftop, we found a ritual underway. Hearts heavy, we suited up and got ready for battle. Then we rushed in, girding our hearts against the dull horror of monsters we've seen before, our leader keeping us within our senses. It started to feel almost mundane, being sort of unsung superheroes. However, there's this tightness in my chest I can't fully explain, like it's about to become incredibly unmundane again.
Mm. That does tend to happen in this place. Well, here we go. Where did that go? There it is. Okay, there you go. There is the random Rhapsody coin. Why? No, it did not pop up. Why did it not pop up? There it is. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last this session. Well, Dream Seekers. Let's get into it, shall we? As Aisha said, you are currently standing on top of a roof where a ritual is being performed by 5 cultists, all arranged in a bit of a circle here on top of the roof. You leapt over and began your assault, but you were immediately attacked by horrible outsiders. These creatures are massive, long arms. There's actually looks like 6 arms in total, or 4 arms in total, 2 legs, no head, just a giant wide open mouth, which is pretty horrific looking. But sounds like y'all made it through that unscathed, which is a good thing. You're currently in combat, and we are at the top of the turn order. Unfortunately for y'all, the top of the turn order is the cultists. So, let's get into that. In fact, there's 3 cultists who are currently in combat in turn order ahead of you. So I'm just going to narrate this really, really quickly, all 3 of them. You can see these individuals standing on top of that roof. Their arms are outstretched. They're looking up into the sky. Their hoods are up. You can barely discern the features of their face. And did I mention it's raining right now? Because, yeah, it's raining right now. Lightning curves across the sky, and a crash of thunder hits with a little bit of a sound like this. That crash of thunder shakes the ground underneath your feet as you're standing there watching these cultists. As one, all of their voices have risen high, and 3 of them, with their hands outreached, begin to cast a spell. The energy leaps up into the air, a bright beam in the night, reaching all the way up to the clouds. You can see 3 colors in total. 1 green representing wind, 1 brown representing earth, and 1 looks like blue. Is that, if I'm seeing that correctly on there? Yep. 1 blue, representing ice or water. And that's all they do on their turn. Hands out, outstretched, beam of energy up in the air. Now let's turn our attention down to Damian, who is next in turn order. Unfortunately, Los is sick today and was not able to make it. So Hana is going to be puppeting their character. So, Damian, you are currently surrounded by, well, 2 of these horrible monstrosities, these voracious stalkers. You have your friend Aisha on your right side. You have Arya, the little fox familiar of Blossom Seeker, on your left. What are you doing?
I think we're going to start this with just testing them out with a basic sword attack. See what's going on there.
Okay, attacking the one right in front of you with your sword. You have your sword in your hand. You have your shield in your other. Let's see your attack. That's going to be a 24. Yeah, that hits. Actually, you should have been the one to say 24, but whatever.
That's a crit, I think, if I'm reading this right.
You are reading that right. That is a crit. Very nice.
Yeah, I can sense that.
Well, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you can use the regular dice roller if you want. Roll 2d6 for me.
2d6. So yeah, it's 5 on the d6s.
Okay, that's with a +2. That's going to be 6 points of damage on that voracious stalker.
Interesting. Just absorbed 1 point.
Yeah, I think we learned last time that they're weak to magic.
7.
Or not, at least not resistant to magic.
Are resistant or are?
Are not.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'd be 7 points damage, not 6. Yeah. I'm bad at math apparently today.
No
7 points of damage.
I thought that was like information.
No, that was me reading wrong and doing math wrong.
No
math.
Worries.
What is it? You don't know. You don't worry about it.
Freudian slip, that's what it was. Okay, that was your attack. You do have your movement still and a bonus action. Nothing you really need to use a bonus action for.
Yeah, there's no bonus actions, and I don't want to invoke any attack of opportunities right now. I'd rather keep their attention, so I think we're just going to lock in with our sword and shield for now and go from there.
That is fair. So I'm just going to let you know, I forgot to say this at the beginning of battle, but there is currently 3 dynamic objects in play. We have not used any yet. Next up, we've got one of the cultists. This is this guy over here on the upper left side of the screen. He also has his arms outstretched, raised up high. He begins yelling those same incantations, and a beam of black light goes streaking up into the sky. That's it for his turn. After that, we've got a voracious stalker. In fact, this is the very one that Nova Seeker attacked. Let's see here. What is he going to be doing? He is taking a swing at Nova Seeker. Oof, that's another nat 20.
What are you doing, Matt?
Oops.
It wants revenge?
Apparently so. That is going to be 7 plus 3. 10 points of damage.
Okay. That's the wrong character sheet. There we go.
Not Aisha.
Okay. Next up is the cultist, the last cultist in the group. He also raises his hands up. This is the one in the red robes. And sure enough, a beam of red light streaks up from those outstretched hands up into the sky. Clearly, that's fire. The black light was void. All 5 elements are currently being represented here in this circle. With the completion of the fifth light reaching up into the sky, you see the lights begin to move, circling round and around up in the sky, connecting into an almost disc of light that begins to move downward over the group of the 5. Once the light reaches the surface of the building, you see more lines beginning to form, creating a pentagram of light here on the roof. So yeah, that just happened.
Cool.
Okay. That's it for that cultist's turn. Katrina, you're up. You are on the far side of the other building. You got your friends in between you and a gap between the building as well. What are you going to do?
I think my speed is 30, whereas I need to figure out where it is on the character sheet.
Should be on the Magi-Knight speed under move. Speed on Magi-Knight tab.
Okay, so I thought it was 30. 20, 25-ish. It's still gonna be here. Move closer. I can vaguely make out the cultist over here. Is my character able to see them? To attack them?
You're muted, Matt.
I'm sorry. The answer to the question is yes, you can see them now because, there's this big circle of glowing light, which I forgot to illuminate. So let me do that real quick.
I think I can knock one of them. Oh, I can see them now. I don't know which color is which.
Oh. Black is definitely void. Green.
Wind.
What am I doing?
Brown is earth.
I'm drawing. Undo that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh.
I'm trying to measure and I hit the draw instead.
All of them are within it. All of them are within.
How do I
80 feet.
delete this?
I did.
There we go.
I don't like this line measurement thing is popping up over where I want to see. Yeah, I think I have 60 feet. This one's too far. Yeah.
Got that one right there in prime hitting range.
Yeah, I can only get those two. Yeah, I was gonna hit the one that was closest. My question is, do I use my stronger hit?
The cultists in the circle are all individual, right? They're not a horde?
They are individuals.
Okay.
I don't think we have any hordes on here.
No,
Not
you do
yet.
not.
If I'm reading this type effect in this chart, air beats void.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah, it is the other way
Oh.
around.
Oh, okay.
They're less. They're not really greater than signs on this.
Oh,
Air beats Earth, though.
Yeah.
okay.
Air beats Earth. I'm not sure
Correct.
which one's the Earth one.
It's the one that you were pointing at that you were going to shoot.
Yeah.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, I am going to try. Where is it? Why can't I find it? Oh, it's on a different page. Using my overpowering surge. Oh, no, I can't do an overpowering surge. It's
you
a full
moved.
round action, and I moved. So I will just attack. And it's we'll just blast them. And she'll do being level 2. If that worked. Yes. That
Okay,
was
you're
only
shooting
16.
at the cultist in the
Yep.
brown robes. Their hands are outstretched. They're looking up. This ring of light is around them. You build up your energy for your beam attack and send a shot at the guy there. Your blast hits something. The light suddenly hardens as though it's a shield, and your beam smashes into it. You see the energy deflected away from it. The shield around them begins to crack a little bit under the strain of your blast. But then as your beam dies down, you see those cracks closing up again.
That was a waste.
Was it though?
Does that
We got information.
does it count as a hit or a miss?
It counts technically as a hit because you did hit
Okay.
something. You hit the shield.
Okay, I was just wondering how much MP to subtract. I'm running out of MP.
Beam, actually. You know what? I'm gonna actually, for the mechanics of MP restoration, I'm gonna call that a miss.
That makes sense because your target's a character, not the
Yeah.
beam, the shield that was in the way.
Yes. So I am gonna count that as a miss for the purposes of magic. Okay.
Okie dokie. I think that's all I can do.
Okay, Melody, you're up next. You are also on the other rooftop, across from the one where everyone else is. What are you doing?
Yes, and we can just jump across, right? If we can move far enough.
Yes. Yeah, because Magi-Knights have the weird hover jumping thing, so they can jump a lot farther than a normal person.
Yes. So I'm going to jump across and let's see. I'm going to be... What's that gray thing? Is that like a pole or is that higher up? or
It's
anything?
actually a pipe. It's like or not a pipe, an air duct. It's like a square air duct. You know what I mean? Like it's made out of metal. It's only about 5 feet tall. Aisha is currently standing on top of it. In fact.
So if I stand on it, I can still attack this guy at an angle or no?
So you're like trying to jump from like above all of the combat and all that? Is that what you're trying
no,
to do? Well,
I can
yeah.
move 40 feet, so I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I should be able to make it there just by going around. But then I would provoke. So I guess I need to be down 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand how you moved.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
How that's showing. Yeah, so
Got
that's
it.
where I'll be.
Okay.
And I cast transformation on myself before we stopped last time.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to attack with 3d4 plus MAM for my main weapon, and then just hit regular with my secondary weapon.
Heck yeah.
Let me double check what my MAM is. I think it's 3. Oh, I have to hit first. I forgot about that.
Yes. Yep, you do got to take a swing at him.
Okay, I'll just swing my weapon regularly for that then. Make
Well,
it
you'd be
easier.
using your but you'd be using. Do you use your regular strength attack, or do you use your MAM for attack?
MAM, but it's the same as my
Oh.
deck.
Gotcha.
So it's the map I swing with.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, swing away.
Okay, 15, is that a hit?
15 just hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and before you roll your damage, I will actually activate my magical augmentation to give you a 1d8 to your damage roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
How do I roll multiple dice? 'Cause I have 3d4 plus 3 written right now.
I would recommend using the dice roller. That might be easier. Unless you just type it out manually into chat.
Yeah.
Like you can do the backslash roll.
Yeah, that's what I have right now. I have roll 3d4 plus 3. How do I add a 1d8?
Just put plus 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Ah, what a terrible roll.
Oh, that hurt me. Ouch.
Wow.
Still more numbers. Still
Yeah.
more numbers.
Yeah, but still, 10 points of damage is enough to take out this first voracious stalker.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you come skidding, you basically jump across the gap, slide around using your rollerblades, and then just slash out at that creature, cutting it deeply across the back. It was focused on Damian at the time, and so you just rake your claws across the back, and it screams out in pain before poofing into sparkly dust.
Nice. And then I'll hit the other one with my secondary weapon. Let's see. Oh, I'm sure that's a miss since the 15 was barely a hit, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 9 is a miss.
Okay.
Still, you got rid of one of them.
Yeah.
I gotta sneeze again. While I'm fighting off the sneeze, Salem, you're up next.
Awesome. Well, seeing Cat's beam not really do too much, that does change my plan initially. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to cast Restoration at first level. To give everybody some temp HP.
I love that.
Nice.
Lavender Lullaby in
Me
E
too.
minor. And then
How much temp HP is it?
oh, don't worry about that. It's 6.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about the 11. And then for my bonus action, Arya's just gonna swing on the one that she hit before. So let's see if. No.
Just had to associate a d20 with spells.
That's right. That's what we had to do. That's why it has that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to have a number there or something. Actually, I noticed you could put 0 there in that spot, and it'll just show 0 every time.
Oh, you
Okay,
can put
I might do
you can
that then.
You can put a whole number. Cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just saying a random d20
Yeah, just
roll
a
every
random
time,
roll for
but-
the hell of it.
And then I guess for my last thing, I'm going to move a little bit closer to it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go. I'll move over there.
Perfect.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we've got the voracious stalker that Arya just tried to attack. The thing is easily 3 times Arya's side and looks down at the little Pokemon, raises its arms up and smashes them down, trying to club the poor Arya.
You better not.
That's the wrong character sheet. Oh, that's 21.
That will hit.
Okay. 8 points of damage.
That's fine. I'll keep her out and I'll take the 8 points. So
Okay. You transferring the damage from Arya to you. So basically, it smashes down onto Arya with the 2 fists, flattening her like a pancake. She cries out in pain, but you sympathetically just reach out and take that cry and pull it into yourself, almost as though it's a music note.
absolutely.
Okay, that's its turn. Aisha, you're up next.
Okay, first things first, I need to make myself be able to get in between all my friends so that I can barrier better. So I'm going to attack the person directly across from me. Where is... I need to be on the Magi-Knight sheet. Attack. 20 to hit.
Yeah, 20's gonna hit.
Heck yeah, let's do some damage. What? All right, I roll a d12. 13 points of damage.
Pretty nice. 13 points of damage. You swing your greatsword down, cleaving into this creature, leaving a huge gash in the spectral energy of it. Is still up, but severely wounded.
Yeah, I'm going to use a quick start technique to no longer provoke attacks of opportunity from him, and move myself into optimal barrier casting zone.
Okay, I like it.
Wait.
Huh?
I just realized I forgot. Wait, is my MP say that I did that?
What's up?
I guess I didn't. I thought I cast Amplify at the start of last turn, but I guess I didn't.
Actually...
What you did.
I just forgot to lower my MP. That was the problem.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah,
I-
Amplify.
yeah.
I just saw it.
Yeah.
So you do
Cool.
have Amplify up.
Cool. I'm gonna flare it.
Okay, remind us what
Ouch.
Flare does.
When I flare Amplify, we get to add. I remember. Affected players now add 1+ rep to damage.
So 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. Next up, the voracious stalker that you just ran off from smashes its fists down in fury because it couldn't attack you as you ran away. It's gonna, let's see, yeah, it's gonna jump up onto the air duct, landing on it, smushing it down inward a little bit, and it's going to take a punch at you.
Heck yeah, I'm ready.
Roll. There we go. 7 point, or that's a 7. Definitely gonna miss.
Yeah.
Why are these not working? There we go. Okay, that's miss from that. That's it for his turn. We are back at the top of turn order. You have 3 cultists all in a row. That's the green one, the brown one, and the blue-robed one. Their hands have been outstretched, and now they are pointing them inward towards the center of the pentagram. As they do, those energies that they're outputting collide in the center, and you see a crack beginning to form in the center of the pentagram. That's it for their turn. Damian is up next.
Fire beats, or no, fire beats void?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, I think Damian is going to try and explosion level 2 the black-robed figure.
Hell yeah,
Like-
light them up.
My beam cracked the thing, but maybe when it was healing, but maybe a little more damage will crack it more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just rolled the damn. You control the rolls. I don't need to worry about that.
Yep, give me 1 second. I'm trying to
No,
find it on here.
Take your time.
See how that works.
Holy shit.
When you attack, only one target.
We're gonna add a d12. Technically, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, both of those were max.
Well, the 27 we ignore, but the 28 total is better anyway. And then you get to roll one more d12. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to have you roll that because you attempt to target the cultist in the circle, and you see that explosion happen on the outside of the shell of the light. Over kind of here, I'm going to show you. Over
Okay.
there.
Go through to the other side. And now we know damage, the actual damage amount on the thing is not an important factor.
So, once again, a crack kind of appears when that explosion happens. The explosion hits outward towards the back of that. The shell cracks a little bit, but seems to reform once again.
Okay.
That does count as a miss.
Yeah.
We got one more cultist up. This is the one in black. They move their hand toward the center of the circle, and their energy merges with the other 3, creating the crack even bigger. Or making the crack even bigger, I should say. That voracious stalker is dead. Then we got the last of the cultists. Fire guy puts his hands towards the center as well. The final of the energies converge, and that crack opens up even wider. And that's the end of his turn. Katrina, you're up. Or Skyseeker, sorry.
I can hop across this.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 20. I don't think my HP is right on my token, but anyway. I can't reach them physically. Anyway, I will just whip the guy in front of me.
Okay, take a swing. Or a whip. A crack, I suppose.
Oh, 7.
7. That's unfortunate. You line up, try to hit him with your whip, but the creature ducks down, somehow aware of your attack.
So one hand, and then the couple defect. The second one is a 16.
16 does hit.
For 8.
10.
Oh, there's a... What's it called?
Amplify.
Amplify?
Yeah, plus 2 is 10, which is enough to take this guy out. While he somehow manages to duck under the first attack, your second one lines up, smashes him, the creature, directly in the chest. He cries out as you cut deeply through his body, and he just dissolves into that silvery mist. Gone.
Okie dokie. I still have 10 feet of movement. I will just move up. And that's it.
Okay, that's it for your turn. Melody, Soul Seeker, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this other one next to me. Okay, so with my main weapon, it's a miss. Let's see if I can hit with my secondary. With Amplify, it's +1, but I'm assuming a 14 is still a miss, right?
14 is still a miss, unfortunately.
Shoot, okay.
Yep, it just misses. You take 2 swings with your claws, trying to hit this creature. It's too quick. It dodges back, left, right. It looks back at you. That mouth opens up in a roar, and it holds its arms out, almost like an intimidating gorilla without a head. Salem, you're up.
Awesome. Because most of my stuff I realize is not going to do much at this moment, can I spend an action to investigate to see if there is a way we can disrupt them from the outside?
Trying to think of how that would work mechanically.
Like, we have investigation. I was wanting to see if I could do just an investigation check on it.
Check.
So, here's my issue with just an investigation check. Investigation is you're getting up close and looking around. You're literally on the other side of a building.
I can get closer.
Yeah, if you want to get closer and try to go get right up to it and look at it, and that's completely different.
All right, I got 30 feet of movement. That'll take me there. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's a little bit closer.
Is your Mrs. System any good?
Okay. What's that?
I was just asking John if their Mrs. System was any good.
No, unfortunately. I'm better with perceiving physical things around me and lying.
I will remind you there is still 3 dynamic objects out there.
Oh, yeah.
But go ahead and give me an investigation if that's what you're wanting to do.
What objects are there? I didn't see anything on the map.
Well, the dynamic object is like the generic battle thing where we can choose from the list of effects or pitch an effect and story thing.
Oh. Well, okay, this is going to be a weird one then. Because actually, I did have this idea. I don't know functionally how it's like mechanically how it would work. Is it a way to blow up the ground beneath one of them with an explosion? Like if I hit it hard enough to take the ground out from underneath them?
think about that real quick.
And that's fine. I'll let you think on it, because
yeah.
Arya's also going to bonus action use it to hit him, so let's see if she can.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let's see here.
Maybe if we can mess up the rune on the ground somehow.
25 to hit.
25 is definitely going to hit.
Hell yeah.
So, what I'm going to say is, if you're wanting to try to destroy the ground underneath them, so if you actually look in the Magi-Knights lore book, the Magi-Knights magic really only affects like outsiders, the same way the weapons do. But let's be honest. In Sailor Moon, she could use their magic to blow up shit. So why the hell not?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yeah. Let's get more dark and gritty with this campaign and say that yeah, the magic can affect physical objects and things and people as well. Why the hell not? I'm down for that. So here's how it's gonna work. You're attempting to explode the ground underneath them. The ground's gonna have a hardness and a hit point threshold, just like in 5th edition. Okay. If you can do enough damage, you might be able to take the roof out and collapse it downward. That is absolutely a possibility. It's going to depend greatly on how much power you're able to output, how much damage this thing can take. So I'm going to make a couple blind rolls here real quick, just to see what it says. And that's going to tell me the hit points of this thing. And then you go ahead and roll your explosion damage. But this is actually, I'm going to say that this is going to be a ranged spell attack because you're aiming for the ground. So I want a ranged spell attack from you to hit the ground. The DC for the ground, we're going to say is 15. So D20 plus your MAM to hit the ground for 15.
All right, so my spell attack looks like it's +6, so let's... Yeah. Damn, no, 11. Shit.
I was hoping for you.
Me too.
I was absolutely hoping for you. What's up?
Can I use the random Rhapsody coin for Salem there?
I'll allow it.
I mean, oh yeah.
I want this to happen so bad.
I want this to happen too. 23.
23. That is going to hit that DC. You begin to formulate an explosion of your flower petals and shit. You launch it off at that, hitting the ground. I mean, it's the ground. It's not that hard to hit. Your petals and flowers explode. Give me your damage.
All right. I'm casting this, should I tell you, 2nd level, so it's going to be the 3d12. So let's fucking go. Let's just do this. Not terrible. And does explosion get any modifiers, or is it just the 3 rolls?
It's your MAM. Yeah.
Yep.
MAM? All right, so where are you, MAM? I've been playing this character for so long. Why can't I learn anything?
It's on your Magi-Knight section.
Yeah, so 4. Or, is that right? Magi-Knight, MAM. The fuck? It is? Am I missing it?
Your MAM is your intelligence modifier. Or
it's
whatever
it's
you
charisma.
say it is. Or for you, it's charisma. Yeah, it's whatever your stat is for magic.
Okay, I'm stupid then. Hello? Yeah, there it is. I think it's 3. That's my modifier is 3.
It should be at the bottom right of your Magi-Knight tab. The bottom right.
Is it the bottom right?
Well, yeah, that's when it says
Yeah.
what it is.
It says what type it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And then your stats are on your main page.
Yeah, because how do we figure out? I can't seem to see it. I'm not
Okay,
seeing it. So it's 3 is my actual modifier. So do we
Okay,
add
so-
anything to that?
You just add 3 to your 11 that you rolled.
Okay, great. So 14.
Do you add reputation level to that?
that is the first. You did damage, so you'd add amplify in this situation.
Oh, true.
That's true. So you get the plus 2 from
Reputation's only added to the things that it says it's added to, and
Okay.
that's not one of them.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So then if that's the case, it's 16.
16. Not bad damage. Not enough to collapse the whole roof. You hit that explosion. You see this chunk come out of the roof and a long, jagged crack go winding past the beam of light underneath them and into the circle. Not enough to destroy it completely, but you do witness the fact that that physical crack goes through the light, passes through the light, and continues on into the roof.
Okay, good to know. Physical crack. Nice, and that's my turn. So
Okay, I like it. I'm gonna have to find a crack. You know what? I'll just use. Do this. So like that right there. That's the chunk that got blown out, and then it kind of jaggeds its way inward like that. That's it for Salem's turn. Next off, we've got the one remaining ferocious stalker. There's a lot of targets. You got the little Pokemon, you got Aisha, Star Seeker, you got Soul Seeker, who did just do those 2 attacks that missed, and I did say the thing roared at you, so let's go ahead and attack you. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
7 points of damage.
I'm going to use my reaction to cast barrier.
What does the barrier do?
I roll a d12. Your nature ally reduce physical damage received from its by number of d4s equal to rep level.
So 1.
1, and then I add mam, so 3. So d4 plus 3.
I already have. Oh, I was just gonna say I already have elemental bulwark that would just reduce it by 3, so you don't necessarily. But I guess if you want to, because it would get rid of all of it.
You also have that temp HP, don't forget.
Yes. So if you want to, it's fine.
I'm going to, because that's what half of this character's built for, is throwing those stones.
Fair enough.
Well, thank you. So it's totally blocked, right?
Yeah, because I rolled max on that. 7.
Yeah, 7 points.
Yeah.
That would block it out completely. So in the last minute, as those fists come heading down towards you, you just see the shield form up right above you. It smashes into that, completely deflecting it away from you. Okay, next up is Starseeker.
Cool. Y'all got this, right?
Yes.
Cool. Bonus action flare. Let's see. I'm gonna run over there. I'm gonna run over to the crack. I'm gonna do something stupid.
hell yeah, it's a dynamic object now.
I'm just taking that attack of opportunity. Don't even care.
Okay, let's do an attack of opportunity. 19 to hit.
19 does hit. Let's take that damage.
8 points.
Cool. That's 2 points once temp goes away.
Mm-hmm.
That's barely anything to even notice. So there's the crack right outside the edge of that barrier that I can see on the ground.
Uh-huh.
I wanna take my sword as I'm running, and at the end of the run, just smash it down into the crack as hard as possible.
Okay, you're going and smashing it into the crack as hard as possible. Interesting. Make me an attack roll.
Heck yeah.
You're aiming for a 15.
Darn it.
Wow. You are running over there. You have your hands raised with your blade. You come swinging it downward, and then you somehow trip and stumble on something. You have to swing your sword wide to keep yourself up on your feet.
I unfortunately do not have Inspiration Cat.
I was hoping.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a miss. That is movement and action. You technically got and you use your bonus action to flare, so that's it for you. Ugh, I wanted that to work for you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We are at the top of the turn order again, folks. At the top of turn order, those cultists are focusing their hands towards that crack. You hear them all just yell out loudly these sounds of gibberish. As they're doing it, the crack seems to begin to widen, and weird-looking spindly claws reach out from the crack, wrapping around the edges of the crack, and begin to pull it wider and wider and wider. You see this face appearing in the crack. I'm just going to show you what it looks like here. And yeah, I do see it. I will comment on it here in a second. This creature is, well, have you ever... You know in Super Mario 3, those gigantic spike things with the faces that come down? Well, imagine if that face was slammed into a bat with gigantic horns coming out of the top of it, and from the bottom of its face, it has long wings that as it's pushing itself outward, you see unfurl around this crack, and it begins to push and push and push as it pushes itself out into our reality.
Go away.
That did it. Wow. You fixed it, Kat. He did. He will.
We got PDX Homebrew in chat right now, redeeming advantage for Aisha. So Aisha, you got a floating advantage for you.
Thank you. I'm protecting your little NB.
So this thing is basically half out of the crack at this point. The cultists, green, brown, and blue, release their hold of their energy as this is happening. The three of them are turning now towards the group, and you see that shield beginning, or the sigil, the lights, circle and pentagram begin to flicker and fade. It seems that they're closing off the ritual spell, and they're turning to face your group. But ending their spell is what is taking up their turn, so that's it for the three of them. Next up, we got Nova Seeker.
I think we're going to... So there's like a physical crack now in the actual like barrier around them.
Well,
Barrier's gone.
the barrier is flickering as though it's beginning to dissolve away.
Okay. I feel like we are going to assume that we need to wait a little longer, and for now, we're just going to cast a level 1 explosion on this guy beside us.
Okay, doing a level 1 explosion on the Voracious Stalker. You are going to be rolling still to make sure you do full damage, which is part of the spell, so I'm going to do that right now, as soon as I look at the right sheet.
Okay. That's goes to the 7.
There's the ma'am. Duh.
Okay, so it looks like that was a 9, or that was a 2. That was a 2 on the d20.
Yeah.
So technically, this attack does half damage instead of full damage.
Okay. And then, so we roll the damage and then we half it.
Yeah, half it. So it's going to be 5 points of damage instead of 10. Okay. Where is my... Sorry, 1 second. Novasika reaches out, casting that explosion which burns through the target. Unfortunately, the aim was a little bit off. It doesn't quite do the same amount of damage as Novasika was hoping, but it is 5 points off. That's your action. You staying right where you are?
Yeah, I think we're gonna, at least do like a little movement just to start moving towards this thing without attack. I can't be stepping forward into where Starseeker was.
Gotcha.
I forgot I couldn't control the token.
Are you able to control the token?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. I got it. That's going to be it for Novaseeker's turn. Next up, we've got the last 2 remaining cultists who are using their action to release their magic. And as the 2 of them do so, this glowing sigil of light fades away completely, leaving that area in mostly darkness once again. You do still have the lights on from your soul crystals, yada yada. You can see them a little bit, but they are there. Also, I suppose at the end of their turn, we're going to have to do some rolls to resist horror. Because this creature is pretty much coming out of that... Well, I'll do it at the end of turn. I'm going to do that at the end of the turn. That'll be when at the start of the top of the turn order when this thing comes out. So I'm going to do that.
That makes sense. It makes the moving initiative easier.
Exactly.
It doesn't super matter, but I guess technically the damage from that explosion should have been 6.
6? Oh, because of... Yeah.
Yep.
I will add that. Okay, good to go. Anywho, Kat, you're up next. Skyseeker, sorry. What are you gonna do?
Do you guys want me to finish this little guy or go after the cultist?
Big.
Can we hit the big guy?
It is half out of the crack.
Okay. So if I can hit the big guy, I'll aim at the big guy.
Get him in his stupid face.
Command him right back into the hole. Beam struggle right now.
Well, then I will try. If I'm not moving, I could do a full round action to do the overpowering surge.
Ooh. Also, I want to see this happen. So magical augmentation for your damage. Or, well, I guess you could... Do I pick or you pick?
How many times can you do that?
I can do it for the amount of MAM I have, so...
Oh, you're so free right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, so the start of it is I have advantage on my attack. When you use a single target, you add a number of d12s equal to half your reputation level, blah, blah, blah. So it's an extra d12, and I have advantage. Plus whatever Salem is doing.
It's a 1d8 you add.
So I am trying a beam level 2, and I have advantage. So the 17.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like your highest number was a 17. A 17 just hits.
Yes. Get him.
So that would be the 28 plus a d12. 9 and a d8.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Plus 2 more.
Plus the 2 for the flare thing.
And did you add your MAM too?
For
3, 9.
So you just did 42 points of damage.
Jesus.
Christ.
What? Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
Wow.
I think that
Wait.
that character is the enemy is Earth.
You're doing that at the cultist? At the Earth cultist?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I was doing it at the bad
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Sorry.
I was about to say.
Damn.
No, not the cultist. The big guy.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So you focus towards that creature. You begin to build up that beam in your hands. You send your blast out. It streaks through the air, slamming into the creature, burning through it. The thing was half out of the crack at this moment, and it cries out in pain.
Yeah. Little mini tornadoes.
Yeah, big hit from Skyseeker.
Nice.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, because I did the overpowering surge. That's a full action. Full round action.
Got it.
So I can't do anything else.
Yeah, that's it for you. Overpowering surge. Heck yeah, that was. Very nice.
What's a fight in it?
It's once a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is once a fight, but that's powerful.
Yep.
Okay, love it. That's it for Kat's turn. Soul Seeker, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna try to finish off this guy so I don't provoke when I move away. Yes.
Heck yeah, that hits.
And we still have +2, right, from Amplify?
Correct.
Yeah. Also, I guess +1 to hit. I keep.
I also keep
Yes.
forgetting.
Okay, that's 14 damage.
Whew, nice. 14 points of damage. You rake your claws across this creature's side. It howls in pain. It's extremely hurt, barely holding on.
Oh, it's still alive? Okay, I'm gonna try my secondary weapon then.
You got this.
Kill it.
It's gonna take me so long to move Arya over there.
Yes, that's a 17 after Amplify.
17 amp for Amplify. That does also hit.
Okay, then it's 6 damage.
6 damage. That's enough. It literally had 2 hit points left. With a second slash, you catch those claws and cut across the thing's face? Mouth? Whatever. Slashing through it viciously, it explodes in a shower of sparks and light. Completely destroyed.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to move closer to them with my movement. I think I'll stop here for now.
Okay. Next up, we got Salem.
All right, so seeing that things start to come out, I'm going to point my parasol right at it. At second level, we are going to cast Explosion. I don't know why I hit it twice, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
So
Go with the first
we're gonna
roll.
go with the first one, yeah.
Yep.
So 7.
7, that is technically a miss for explosion, so it's going to do half damage.
That's fine. Well, 8, but yeah.
And who are you targeting? The big guy?
Big guy, yeah.
Big
I
guy,
saw
got
a
it.
face, I hit a face.
Don't
Fair enough.
forget to roll the extra d12.
Extra D12?
Yeah, if you're
Oh, yeah,
casting
if-
second.
Yes, if you're only taking one
yes.
target, add another d12. So it's going to be more than just the 7.
Okay, so I'm going to add my MAM and the +2 still, so it'll be +5. So 23 halved.
What? What's
Why
this?
did you roll the A's?
Yeah. No, you just.
So,
What's the 3d8?
D2. Oh, shit.
I don't. Yeah.
D12. My
Yeah.
apologies.
Roll one more d12 and
Yeah.
add.
It's fine. I got it.
Okay. I was.
I just can't
confused.
type. Yeah, that's the vibe for the night,
Yeah,
guys.
just add a d12. What the?
I think John doesn't realize that 2 of the 12s are already rolled in the spell.
Oh, yeah, I don't realize that. That's
Yes.
why I'm very confused.
Okay.
Where? Okay.
You see it
Where's it
under
at?
total?
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. That's so confusing to me. My brain doesn't even. Okay. Perfect. So,
All good.
just pick one then. Have at it. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see that.
That's
anyways.
fine. I'm gonna
Tonight-
just.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm just gonna take the bottom roll. We're gonna ignore the rest of
Sure,
that crap.
sure.
So half of 24 is 12.
By the way, I'm gonna have Damian, if this is possible, Damian drag your pet towards.
I mean, small little fox,
Yeah,
but
mechanically it's called dragging.
Okay. So sorry. What?
I was just telling
Oh.
John intention for what I'm gonna do with Damian's turn.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Damian could just pick her up and put her on his shoulder or something.
Yeah, yeah. Carry the pet across the battlefield to save movement and stuff.
So I was trying to find the rules so I couldn't say it sooner, but technically, you might want to allow it to stay. I don't know. Technically, Salem rolled a natural 1 on the explosion attack, which means it actually completely missed and wouldn't do any damage. Because it says
Oh.
a 1 on the d20 plus MAM, which is 3, and proficiency, which is 3, which made it a 7.
fair enough.
Yeah, because
Never
it
mind.
says
Okay.
on page 81 that if you roll a natural 1, it's considered a total miss rather than having the damage.
Okay. Good. Good to note. Good to note. So yeah, we are going to go with that, unfortunately, because that is true to the rules. So the explosion would have missed.
Sorry, Salem.
I'm going to do a sound effect real quick.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Them's the rules. Anywho, unfortunately, that is a miss. The explosion does not go off. Unfortunate, but don't you get half your
worries.
MP back or some shit like that? Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yes, I believe so. Let me double check.
No reclaim on explosion.
Oh, on
No,
no, we're just thinking about
Uh,
beam.
Yep. It's all
Yep.
good.
All good. Anywho, that's it for Salem's turn. Starseeker, you're up next.
Oh, everything's changed so much. I'm gonna try something really cheeky though. I wanna You're. What's my reach? Is it 10 or?
Yeah.
I think
You have
it's
an
10.
extra square, so it'd be 10. Yeah. So you could hit this cultist right here if you wanted.
I could, but I'm gonna try something real silly. Bonus action flare, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a step forward, because then this creature is within 10 feet of me. Or wait, do I have to reach the outside of the circle or like the inside of the circle?
No, you can reach the outside of the circle.
Oh, then I didn't even need to move. I'm not even gonna move.
It's big and it's half out of a crack
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah, because the outside is 10 feet away.
yeah,
Um,
it's weird and squiffy. Let's just go with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it and hope that I can get staggering blows.
3D concepts in a 2D game.
Oh well. 16 to hit.
Well, a 16 unfortunately is just gonna miss.
What about
Um,
17 though? Because you flared, right?
Oh, you
Right,
Yeah, the flare.
17.
17
Oh,
does just hit.
Love remembering my own mechanics. I'm juggling 2 characters right now. That is my excuse.
I mean,
That's
I'm
about
only
the flare,
juggling
too.
like 8, but sure, why not?
Yeah, and you're better than me.
No, I'm not. Anyway, go. That's why I run them so terribly. Anyway, go ahead and roll your damage.
I will still do that. 6 points of lovely damage.
6 points of damage.
I am going to do a little bit of movement. I've got an extra 10 feet now, thanks to Quicksword. I want to put myself... Actually, I'm just going to use the 10 right there.
Fair enough. Okay, that's it for your turn. It's the top of the turn order. And this thing is pushing its way the rest of the way out into the real world. And it does so. As it does, the crack behind it closes with a snap, leaving this thing on the material plane. It rises up, wings spreading as it flaps. You can see it has this long, treacherous-looking tail with a sharp barb on the end, almost like a scorpion's. It looks towards you all with this horrible, menacing face, which means that I need everybody to roll to resist horror.
It's plus purity and...
Yes, it's a D100 plus your purity, if you have a purity modifier. Go ahead and make your rolls.
Is it just purity or is there something else too?
No, just purity, I believe. And if
You
you
only
are...
had some.
Oh, go ahead.
If you've encountered the creature before, you add like 15 or something, but we
Yeah.
haven't.
You have not encountered this creature before. If you have proficiency in purity, you get to add that too.
That was very bad.
Like, you add proficiency again?
No, it would just be if you have your proficiency in purity, you would add that. I'm just going to let you... let's see, where it is... There it is. Damian has a purity of +1.
Okay, thank you. I'll do that for Damian then. Roll 1d100 plus 1.
Damn.
Phew!
Nice.
Wow.
Nicely done, Skyseeker.
If that's the only time cats actually passed one of these.
Yeah, so it looks like the two that did not pass this is Soul Seeker and Nova Seeker. You're aiming for a 55. The horror fills Nova Seeker and Soul Seeker's hearts. This creature is hideous and terrifying. You can barely see it, even in the light of your soul crystals. The outer edges of this thing seems to shimmer with an almost star-like etherealness, blending itself into the dark skies overhead. Even the rain seems to barely pelt on this thing. almost like slightly going through it. It's both tangible and intangible at the same time. And the two of you are filled with terror. So I'm going to put a little marker on you. I'm going to put a yellow marker because you're afraid. Let's see here. So here's what happens when you are horrified. Let me pull this up. So horrified means you gain 1 stress point. So we're going to add stress points to the both of you. You have disadvantage on skill checks and rolls to resist. Your move is 0. You cannot take any action that would deal damage or affect an enemy. Attack rolls against you automatically succeed. You automatically fail any leadership skill checks you make. You are dropped to the bottom of initiative track. If this occurs with multiple Magi-Knights, adjust them, blah, blah, blah. At the end of your turn, roll to resist horror again. On a success, you remove the condition. On a failure, the conditions change to distressed. I'll remind you all that as a bonus action, another Magi-Knight can make a leadership skill check, DC 16. On a success, they replace the horrified with distressed. If you have total focus, you lose it immediately. None of you have that. Rolls to resist horror are not affected by advantage, disadvantage, or well-fed. Neither of you had the horrified condition earlier, did you?
That's what I was trying to remember. I know I didn't, but I don't remember about.
I don't think Damian did either.
No, the only one.
I think Kat was the only one who failed last time.
Yep, that's right. Okay. So that does not. So nothing else needs to happen. Other than both of them get to move to the bottom of turn order.
I guess with Brianna's leadership, Kat didn't even
Technically get it since.
Yeah, well, she did fail, but the burden of leadership
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got a brand new turn order now.
Oh, we also had our reputation. I just was looking at the rules, but that's only 1, so I don't think it would have helped any of us.
No, unfortunately, I don't think it would have. Okay.
It definitely wouldn't help the 7 to 8.
No.
So, since we are now at the top of turn order, and we've been at this for an hour and a half, I think this is a good time to pause and go on break.
I need
So,
cheese.
we are going to be back in about 10 minutes, folks, and when we return, we're going to be getting into the bulk of this combat. We got an outsider in the present world. We got a couple people horrified. Not looking great for our heroes, so stay tuned and see what happens. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, a pair of our heroes have been horrified. The rest of them are doing okay. There's a big scary thing that just crawled out of another dimension and is currently flying about 5 feet off the ground, looking down at all y'all. Oh, and by the way, it's its turn.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's fine. Skyseeker got her back. He's already half dead.
So, let's get into that dude, shall we? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
Have a nap.
I know exactly what it's gonna do. I just gotta pull out a token. So bear with me here. Where are my little tokens?
No, it's tired from being summoned. It needs a nap.
It's time for being hit for 45 points of HP.
And they're all in a row now.
Okay, Yeah, so this is going to be a 5-foot radius. How am I going to do that? Yeah. I think I'm going to be doing this right here. In this 5-foot radius right here, hitting the two of you.
Of course.
This creature begins flying up a little bit. It's pumping its wings, and it looks down at you and opens its mouth. And as it does, it just screeches this unearthly howl that kind of echoes out from it. You can see this almost ray of force pushing down on the two of you. This is going to be an attack roll. I just lost its thing. There it goes. Let's see if I did that right. Yeah, that is a 21 to hit. Oh, wait a minute. No. Sorry. It's not a 21 to hit. This is actually a roll to resist.
Oh.
It just auto hits me, I think, because I'm horrified. So
Yes, it
I'm
does.
not gonna roll.
It does just hit you, so you are going to be taking 8 points of damage. Go ahead and make your roll to resist wisdom.
Okay, so I just used wisdom to do it, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Is it physical damage?
This is considered magical damage.
Okay, so I don't block it with elemental bulwark. All right. And do you want me to roll to resist wisdom?
Yeah,
Oh,
when you're
that's
horrified,
for her.
that's for her. When you're horrified, you
Okay.
just get hit automatically. So this is
Sorry.
just for you. That's a 3. That is a failure. So you're going to be taking 8 points of the magic damage. This is considered air damage if that affects either of you at all.
Void? Where's the...
I think Void is resistant to air.
I need to
One
write this down somewhere.
I have it at the top of my note.
Yeah, there is an actual handout here.
Oh, hello. Beautiful.
So Void silences air. Void is strong against air.
So that halves it.
So it's going to half that damage.
Cool. I'm not gonna bother spending MP on that then.
But you are still disoriented. For disoriented, what that does is your attacks and rolls to resist physical are rolled with disadvantage. Your skill checks are rolled with disadvantage, and a disoriented Magi-Knight automatically fails leadership checks and cannot gain the benefits of squadron formation or participate in combat maneuvers.
Do I lose total focus?
It doesn't say you lose total focus, so no.
Cool.
Let's see. Disorient cultists, that doesn't affect you. Outsiders are immune. You can take a full round action, or an ally can use a standard action to make a mysticism skill check against the initial roll to resist. On a success, you remove this condition. So keep that in mind.
Do I still have to, with the full round action, I still have to make him pass a mysticism check?
Yes. Or an ally can do one for you.
Someone please save me.
The only person with mysticism is currently horrified, so good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
What is it?
Horrified and disoriented, just to note.
Technically, yes.
This-
So here is a disoriented icon, I suppose. Kinda, sorta.
That's how I feel when I'm disoriented.
Yes.
Melody now has 2 conditions.
Yes.
Melody now has 2 conditions. Conditions stack in this game pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's almost Pathfinder-esque. Okay, that's it for the ethereal cloaker. Then, oh, wait a minute, no, one more thing before it the end of its turn, it's going to fly up into the air. It's going to fly upwards about 30 feet. So keep that in mind. It is flying. And I guess I can put a flying token on it too while I'm at it. There's a wing. It's flying. Next up, we have some cultists. Actually, we have all 5 cultists. How did you all roll that badly? Man, oh man. Oh, that's right, because Damian was in the middle, but he got pushed down. That's how it happened. Okay. Anyway, wow. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. The cultists are going to spread. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Before I do that, Aisha, or Starseeker, technically speaking, when it started flying upward, it moved out of your area of attack, so that would have provoked an attack of opportunity if you want to use your reaction.
I will. I need to look at disoriented again.
You're rolling with disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay. Also, something I've been forgetting to do. Gotta roll this d6 for the exhausted table.
How much exhaustion do you get?
I have 2 points.
2 points?
So
Got it.
I just have to roll higher than a 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we are good there. Now I will roll with disadvantage. I'll just click attack twice. Eight.
Unfortunately, an 8 is going to miss. Okay, that resolves its movement. Next up, we're going to be going straight into the cultists. First off is the air guy.
Air guy. Air geese. The PS1 fighting game.
Let's see. They are also going to be moving out from away from you, but you just use your reaction on the cloaker, so it does not get another one. It's going to move over to here, and Soul Seeker, got to be honest with you, you're a clear target. You are horrified. You're looking up at the thing, just frozen like a deer in headlights. It's pretty obvious that is what is the condition, and so it's going to be attacking you, which means it automatically hits.
Yep. And they're air, right? So it's no effect either way.
Yes, that's correct. Hits automatically 8 points of air damage.
Okay. And that's magic damage.
That is magic damage.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically, Katrina's favorite beam, it's doing that similar thing. Sending just a blast of air energy directly towards you and hits you without question right in center mass. You take the hit, and that's going to be it for its turn.
Okay.
Next off, we have one of the next cultist. This is the Earth cultist. It is going to be moving. What? Oh, hold on. There we go. He is going to be moving up in this direction. They are going to be taking a shot at Aisha. Since you just came running right up on it. That's a 6. That is a miss. Third water guy. They are spreading because They're looking to attack you all now. Okay, everyone's in range. I'm picking on Soul Seeker right now because you're the clear target.
Fine. I'm usually not hit very easily in other combat sessions, so it's fine.
It is what it is, but this is kind of the point of this sort of tactic here. Auto hits for 6 points of water damage.
So if it's the same as mine, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it still hits. It's just regular damage.
Okay.
Yeah, think of it Pokemon rules. If you're strong against it, you do half damage. If they're weak against it, you get double damage. Anything else is just regular damage.
Okay.
We got the Void Cultists next. They're going after Aisha. Kind of pairing off and taking out the two most lead Magi-Knights. A 7, that's a miss. So I can hit Melody without issue, but I can't hit Aisha. Why not? Last one is the fire guy. Well, Melody's such a good target.
You can't miss Melody.
Exactly.
Do they understand elementals? Have they seen glowing as a void of light?
Auto hits for 7 points of fire damage.
Okay, and that one I am strong against, so it's a 3 or a 4.
So that would be 3 points because we always round down.
Okay.
What's your HP looking?
I have 13 out of 32.
Cool.
Not too bad. Not great, but better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I had that 6 temp HP that helped.
Yay.
Okay. That's it for the 5 cultists at the top of turn order. Katrina, Skyseeker, you're up next.
Okie dokie. To get people out of things, it's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who should I try to do something with?
Well, so it's a bonus action to try to get them out of the horrified condition. It's a standard action to get rid of the disoriented condition.
What is disoriented?
That's the one that the cloaker cast on them.
What does it do?
Attacks and rolls to resist with disadvantage.
It's not nearly as bad as horrified, but it isn't fun either.
And it rolls leadership checks.
I would say take care of Damian first because their turn comes before mine for the horrified.
My leadership sucks, so it's gonna probably. I only have a 1.
What is your mysticism?
A 2.
What's the DC for getting rid of distress?
Something like 16 or something?
Yeah, the same as whatever the check was originally.
Okay.
It was high. My mysticism and my leadership are 2 of my lower ones.
Yeah, it would be a leadership 16 to get rid of the horrified condition.
Well, I can try to help Damian with that. I don't expect too much, but we'll see.
Hey, you never know. You might roll high.
Yeah. This is a bonus action.
I thought I clicked it. It didn't pop up. Try again. Ooh,
Yes,
17.
you did it.
17.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you say to Nova Seeker to snap them out of their horrified condition?
Come on, we got this. This big guy is beating up Melody. We need to help save her.
And Nova Seeker just kind of shakes out of that stupor and looks about. So no longer horrified, now just distressed, which is a little bit better.
No.
We'll go with pink for that.
I know he was worried about not helping people before, so
Mm-hmm.
hiding, not being brave. So yeah. Is the big guy in my range? It's about 30 feet away and 30 feet up.
I mean,
A
your
squared
range 60
plus
feet?
B squared equals C squared. Just within range.
Okie dokie. I'm running out of NP, but I'm going to try to blast it with a beam. $20 to hit.
20 definitely hits.
So
Oh,
just
jeez.
tornado at it. It was a second level.
Second level
32.
spell. Blasting it with that air attack. Your attack hits home. Does seem to hit to affect it fully. So that's 32 points of damage. Nice.
Jeez.
Is that flare thing still on, or is it gone?
It's still on.
With the flare?
'Cause she
is
wasn't-
it a plus?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
played last turn. Yeah.
So it'd be
It's also-
34 technically.
Yeah, it's also
Okay.
plus two on your hits when you're doing attacks.
Nice.
So, yeah, so 30, 34.
Yeah, 34 points of damage. It is looking a little weakened at this point.
Okie dokie. I need to check something. Oh no. Oy. What I wanted to do isn't going to help. I don't have enough magic.
Well, so far you've used your action and your bonus action. You still got movement.
Yep. Oh, I was going to, I do have the barrier spell, and I was going to try to help Melody a bit, but I have no magic left to use barrier.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I have two MP left.
You have any shards of power?
I do have the shards, but I mean that would be a bonus action, isn't it?
It'd be next turn, yeah. But good to know that you have them.
And there's also the what is it? I don't know if we can use that in battle. The energy surge, where you could regain life or mana, or recover an exhaustion point or a stress point
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
per sleep phase.
Yeah,
the bonus
I believe
action?
that does work in combat, yeah.
So there is that as well,
So there you go.
Cool.
which is healing or magic or stress or exhaustion.
Well,
So there
for
are
now-
some options. It's just I can't do anything this turn. And I'm moving up. I can't reach area to carry area either.
Don't worry about her. It's fine.
I will just move a couple of square. I'll just stay where I am for now.
Okay. Next up, we have Blossom Seeker.
Mm. All right. So I can't. How would this work? Because to get rid of the horrified is a bonus action, but to move Arya, it's a bonus action. If I remove my full action, could I do both?
Well, you have one action, one movement, and one bonus action. So that's your economy.
Okay. All right. I understand. Fair enough then.
You don't have to do it though. You can let somebody else try,
True.
I will.
or I can
do-
just do it on my own turn. So you can
Sure.
move Arya.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and move Arya there then.
If
What's up?
if you
Um,
you might have something better for your standard action, but if you want to try and free me with your standard, I can hopefully get Soulseeker out of Horrified with leadership.
Let's give it a shot. Which one is it?
Yep,
I guess one's Purity?
Mysticism?
It's
Mysticism?
mysticism. Sure.
For the disoriented condition, you can use a standard action to make a mysticism skill check against the initial roll to resist, which is let's look up here. Is DC 14.
Cool. Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. 18.
18, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you do to get your comrade out of the disoriented condition?
Step out of it.
Love it.
Okay.
And obscure movie reference. Oh, okay. And then I think I'm actually good where I'm at, so I think that'll be my turn.
Right on. Next up, we have Starseeker.
Okay, so I'm no longer disoriented. First things first, it's a bonus action to try and leadership check someone out of Horrified, right?
Correct.
So we have one Horrified party member left, so I'm gonna look at Soulseeker and depending on this roll, say something useful or something unuseful. Damn it. What was on the D20? That was a 7. That's pretty low. I'm gonna use my free reroll.
Oh, the free reroll, the advantage that PDX
Yeah.
Homebrew redeemed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, go for it.
19.
Nice.
19,
Yay.
that is a success. What do you say to snap Melody out of it?
Soulseeker, I know things seem down right now, but we can do this. And I'm gonna walk forward and cast Curing. That's the wrong spot. Cast Curing at level 1. Where is there? It is. Take a bite of holy light. Undo the harm that's been done. Shinigami's apple.
And Holy Light flares out from Aisha.
So that did 12 HP. Oh, 15. 15 HP.
15 total HP.
Damn, nice.
Yeah.
I still have total focus, so y'all get +2 to hit on attacks, but I have not flared this turn, so it does not happen with damage.
Okay.
That also would bring Damian back up, or Nova Seeker back up to full.
Fortunately, that's a single target?
It says range squad. I was assuming it was.
Oh.
That's what
I
you
thought that
have
was
on
just
your
a-
spell. I'm just reading it.
You did.
My understanding was that's how far apart, and squad is like a standard distance of like 60 feet, I believe.
Okay, so it's not everybody. It's just the one person. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's one person within that range.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hearing is supposed to be touching distance.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote that down wrong then. I don't know where I got that.
That's how I got confused. But you did move over to Melodies
Yeah.
or Soul
Yeah.
Seekers, so you're good. You move over, you touch them. Your shining light of an apple gleams, and she is healed for 15. That it for your
Maybe
turn?
it's just like- yeah, that's all I got right now.
Okay. Next up, it's Damian or Nova Seeker's turn.
Cool. Now distress. Standard action. Success conditions removed. Think you're going to try and roll to resist horror to get rid of the stress.
Yep, so just for the audience's sake, let me remind you all what Distress does. You have disadvantage on skill checks and attack actions. You automatically fail any leadership skill checks you make. As a standard action, roll to resist horror. On a success, this condition is removed. On a failure, the condition persists. You cannot take any action that would deal damage to an enemy. Attack rolls against you automatically... Oh, wait, no, that's... No, sorry, that was reading the wrong one.
I was horrified.
Yeah. Then it goes, as a free action, Magi-Knight can forcefully remove this condition by taking 1 trauma point. Afterward, they gain the Berserk condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then as a bonus action, another Magi-Knight can make a leadership check at DC 15. On a success, they remove the distress condition. But this is your turn, so you're just making your standard action roll to resist horror. Is that correct?
Yeah, so roll 1d100 plus purity, which is 1.
Which is plus 1, and you're aiming for a 55.
Oh, it's plus. Do we add rep?
Oh.
Did we determine? No, that was something else.
Oh, yeah, we do add reps,
Yeah.
so it would be plus 2.
Cool. Roll 1d100 plus 2. 83.
That's a success.
Cool. So yeah, that condition is gone. Nothing we can really do with bonus actions unless there's like they don't have any mending shards on their character sheet.
Let me just double check.
I thought
here.
he did, but
There
There aren't any shards of power on the character sheet itself, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Then it
So
might be on different
unless
sheet.
Los is in chat and can tell us for sure, like you have some other note or something, but doesn't look like it according to the character sheet.
I'm gonna assume no, but gonna take a little bit of movement to get into. I can't move. I'll just.
Use the measurement to show me where you're wanting to go.
You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just measure for a second then.
They have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, let's squad over here.
Okay.
And yeah, in lieu of no known shards of power, we'll end the turn there.
Okay, sounds good. Next up, we've got Soul Seeker, who is currently distressed and disoriented. Woof.
Yes.
A little better than before.
I'm just trying to decide which one I wanted to try to get rid of first. Although I have, let's see. Skill checks. Oh, that would count as a skill. Nope, that's a roll to resist. So it doesn't affect it.
Are people able to do leadership to try to get you out of distress?
Yes.
Yes, as a bonus action.
As a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say get rid of the disoriented since it's a roll to resist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can do rolls to resist. I think distress doesn't
wait.
stop me.
Wait, sorry.
Nope, you just have disadvantage on skill checks and attack actions. It doesn't say anything.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I messed up.
It says that let's see,
rolls to
disoriented
resist
says-
physical. Is rolled at disadvantage.
Oh, okay, that's why. I was like,
Yeah.
how do I do
It's
this?
not-
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the magic, it's just physical.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do disoriented then. And you said it's a wisdom resist?
Yep, it's a wisdom. So you can take a full. So let's see. For the disoriented thing, you can take a full round action, or an ally can use a standard action to make a mysticism check against the initial roll to resist. On a success, you remove this condition.
Oh, so I do mysticism, not the
Yes.
wisdom check.
But
Oh,
that would
that's
be
way
a
better.
mysticism skill check, and you
Yes, that's
because
way
of distressed, you have disadvantage on skill checks.
Oh, distress does that.
Yes.
Okay, then maybe I don't want to do that. I'll try to get rid of my distress first then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be a standard action roll to resist horror.
You could always just take the trauma point. for free.
Yeah, or you can take a trauma point.
I would if I was a strength-based character. Berserk for a dex-based character is not good, so I'm not gonna do it.
Fair.
So I add 3 because it's 2 for purity and 1 for reputation.
You're aiming for a 55.
Yes, I did it.
70.
I'm free.
Nice.
From something.
Absolutely. You get rid of that distressed condition. Very nice. Still disoriented and kind of woozy, but at least your head's a little bit, or you're at least no longer like freaked out over the cloaker.
Yes, and I could still do a bonus action. Because that was my standard action to remove that.
That's correct.
So I think I want to move toward one of the. Well, let's see, my attacks are disadvantage. Shoot.
Do you have a shard of power you can like crack?
Yes. I don't really have one that I want to use right now, though.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because although I could use it to cancel out my disadvantage, but I'd rather have advantage.
No, that's
Because I have one that gives advantage on my next weapon attack. I think I'm just gonna wait for my next turn, because everything I can do... I mean, I guess I could just try to go hit him.
I mean, you can always try.
Yeah, I'll try.
Do you have veil piercing?
you could just hit him.
Oh.
You think to hit him.
Isn't that with my main weapon, or can I do it with my secondary?
It depends on the text. What does it say? What's the weapon say?
Let me see. Once per combat encounter, instead of rolling for a weapon attack, you can use this ability to automatically hit the target. It doesn't say either way, so I assume I can?
Do you have to make an attack with your main hand to make an attack with your offhand?
You don't have to be successful.
Oh,
No, actually, you don't have to, because you could use your standard action for something else and hit with your secondary weapon
Then yeah,
without attacking.
Then I would say that yes, you would be able to make that attack and do a veil piercing, because it's just with it's a weapon attack and you're using a weapon.
Okay, that's a good plan. I'll do that. So I just roll 1d6 plus 3. Seven damage.
Nice. So after breaking away from Skyseeker and Nova Seeker, you go skating over to the cultist, focusing your energy on your claws, piercing through the veil, past their magical armor that they seem to have, and stab that cultist right in the side. He cries out in pain, taking the full 7 points of damage.
Thanks for the tip, Salem. John?
Yeah, of course. It's a cool ability. I'm sad I don't have it, but that's fine. Yes.
Okay, that's it. That is the end of your turn order there. We're back at the top again, which means we got the ethereal cloaker. This cloaker ain't too thrilled about the fact that y'all are getting out of their disoriented stuff. It's going to flap its wings, rising a little bit higher as it does the same thing once again. Sending that howl down at y'all. Yeah, it's going to be hitting Skyseeker and Nova Seeker, so I'm going to need the two of them to once again make that roll to resist. I'm going to pop it up here real quick. I have so many sheets open right now. Unearthly Howl.
Okay. Boom.
So I'm going to need both of them to make a Wisdom check DC 14. Here is Nova Seekers as soon as I find it. Is there a way to roll on this?
Oh shoot. Actually, I've got one more. I haven't seen the rolls, so I hope you haven't rolled already. But Aisha, get a 1d8 if you want it.
Oh,
I'll use my last one on you.
cool. Is it too late for me to use it right now?
Oh shit, did you roll?
What
Oh.
is this?
Oh, it's the last of my magical augmentation, Bardic Inspiration.
Ah, basically. I gotcha. Yeah, go for it. You can add it.
Cool.
So I'm still trying to
Thank
figure
you.
out how to... and then just roll a wisdom check for Damian. 1d20 plus 1.
+1. Thank you. Okay, I'll do this first. Of course.
Damn it.
11's a failure.
I'm sorry.
No, I came closer to succeeding. 1d20 plus 1. You both fail.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a failure for the both of you. You're both going to be taking 12 points of air damage, and you're both going to get the disoriented condition until the cloaker's next turn. Until the end of the cloaker's
me-
next turn.
Double check damage types before I make a decision about my reaction.
Yep.
Air is strong against earth.
That answers my question.
Strong against earth, weak against void.
Weak
Okay.
against void. Void is half damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take half damage, and then I will use my reaction to cast a barrier on Nova Seeker. This is magical damage, right?
This is magical damage.
Cool. Bring my MP down to 1. Background. Magic Knight. Go down to the spell. Barrier. Remind myself what these I need to roll on magical so they become D8s. So. Roll 1D.
So rolling a d8 to reduce damage.
Yeah, plus ma'am equals so reduced by 5, so it becomes 7.
7 points of damage.
Goes for the temp, goes there, and then 6 from Starseeker. Cool.
And then you both got the disoriented condition.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It is currently now 40 feet in the air looking down at y'all. Yee-haw. Next off, we've got a bunch of cultists. Let's have the cultists do some attacks. First one is the air cultist right next to Melody. It is pulls out a wicked-looking dagger and takes a slash at you. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
5 points of physical damage.
Okay, then I only take 2 because I have elemental bulwark.
Okay. What does that look like, your elemental bulwark?
It decreases all physical damage by 3.
Is it like just an aura that kind of exists around you?
Oh, I think since she's a vampire, I would say she has kind of like stony feeling skin. Not like it feels stony, but it's really hard.
Okay, I dig it.
I
Yeah.
think you have a blooded veil like Gara.
I mean, that could work, but I think
She looks like
I'll
Carrie,
imagine that way.
just a layer on
Oh
top.
no.
oh no, ew, no.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for the air cultist. Next up is the earth. Gonna take a beam attack at Salem. I haven't messed with Salem too much this battle so far.
No, the dice have done enough.
That's a 7. That's a miss.
Oh, shoot.
Gonna move up a little bit to right about there. Water cultist is next. That's the cultist in the blue robes. Second verse, same as the first. Attack at Blossom Seeker.
Okay.
That's a
Hit.
19. For a total of 7 points of water damage.
Halved, and then my parasol also blocks a little bit of the magical damage as well.
Okay.
It's got that, so I think it's only like 1 damage. Yes.
So you're only taking 2 points of damage. Still.
Yeah. I'll take that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Next off is the Void Cultist. Trying to decide who is the clear threat. That's the wrong thing. That would be Sky Seeker. You've been pelting its monster with your beams, and it's looking kind of rough. So, taking an attack at you. That's a 15 to hit.
AC is 16.
Hey, that misses. It's getting close to you, but you dodge back at the last minute, and it streaks right over you. Last but not least of the cultists is the fire guy. Sending a beam attack at Soul Seeker. Nine is gonna miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that all my bad guys have had their turn, why don't you guys go ahead and go? Katrina,
Yay.
you're up next.
Take him out.
Happy fight.
Take out the big bad. You got this.
I need to get magic back before I can do anything. I'm just debating on if I try that thing that we've never used yet, or if I use my shard. I guess I can try the once per day thing.
Sure. What does that do?
The energy surge that we got, I think, when we leveled up.
You should, minimum, you should get at least 1 level 1 spell's worth of MP back.
Yep. Well, it's 1d4 plus MAM. My MAM is 4. So I should at least get 5 MP.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, which is enough to do... I would have 2, so that's enough to do another 2nd level.
Hell yeah.
Make your roll.
Just a little bit.
Hey,
Oh well,
still
minimal
5.
amount.
You can cast 2 level 1 spells also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I will just do a regular, what's it called? Beam. Little
Regular
tornado beam thing. At the
Absolutely.
big guy.
Oh, is that a crit?
No, it's an 18.
Oh, so
Ooh.
close.
So
So
close.
25 to hit for 17.
25 is definitely going to hit for 17 more points of damage. Looking rough. Got some big burn marks on its side from these blasts of wind energy. Looking pretty
I
angry
think I couldn't
too.
reach it from there. He moved up, didn't he? So
Oh, wait, yeah.
because you said he moved.
What's your
40
range?
40 feet up.
What's the range?
60.
You would actually have to move up to right about here to hit him.
Yeah, I was going to move, so. I will move here.
So yeah, from right there, you would have been able to hit him.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ariel.
where was I? What's that? I don't remember where I was anymore. I'm trying to stay away from people, but I'm not sure how far I moved.
They've got ranged attacks anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they have ranged attacks, but that guy, he can do 2 people at once if we're too close together.
You've used 20 feet of movement.
I have 30 feet, so I can be there. I'm trying to keep it so that we're not all bunched up,
You're doing great. That was a good call.
because I don't want to get mixed with Area or Salem and get 2 more people in whatever that condition is. So yeah, that was my bonus action, my action, and my movement. So that's it.
Okay. Next up, we've got Blossom Seeker.
Right. Just because there's still a bunch left to do, I think for my bonus action, I'm going to use the Shard of Clarity
Okay.
to get back some MP so I can actually do stuff. So, let's see, it's 1d10 plus your Magi-Knight level. An MP back. I will take that.
Heck yeah.
And then just because I know that Cat has the big boy, I'm gonna start going after these cultists. So furthest one over there that actually tried to hit me, I'm going to explosion him.
Blue or brown?
Blue, please.
Got it.
We're just gonna do first level. There you are. Verdant Arpeggio first movement. 21 to hit for 6 earth damage. Oh, wait, and I just target 1, so it's...
Yep. So you get a... Is that only on second level spell, or is it the first level?
It's on all explosions if you're only targeting 1.
Love it. Okay, so that is... You rolled a 15 on the die, so yeah, that's definitely going to hit. Full damage. So, it looks like 16 points of damage.
16 earth damage, yes.
Okay, 1 second. Earth is strong against water. Heavy hit. That is definitely going to take this guy out.
Yes.
Send a blast of plants and flowers at them, exploding all around him. He cries out in pain as he takes this massive hit, and he drops to the ground unconscious.
Done. And yeah, I'm still happy with where I'm at. This is a good location for me, so that is my turn.
Right on. Skyseeker, you're up, or Starseeker, sorry. Starseeker, you're up next. Too many
these
S's.
Are, 2 dynamic objects, right?
There's
We have
3.
them?
You haven't used any of them.
Do we use one for
Breaking the ground didn't count.
attempting to break the ground? Oh, we're allowed to do that?
Yeah, I just said you could do it.
Oh, cool. Could I have like water bottle, like splash in my face and try and like get a advantage on this disorient check?
So you're wanting to use it to give yourself advantage on your check? Yeah, I'll allow that. You pull out that bottle of water that you have. You open it and just pour it over your face to kind of slap yourself a few times.
Okay, let's roll with -1 2 times.
Rough.
This is a mysticism check, right?
I lost my page, so I got to go back again.
Oh, sorry. Did I say -1? I'm at -2.
We are on the disoriented condition. You are trying to do. You can do a full round action to make a mysticism check against a DC 14.
Oh, so close.
So close. I wanted that for you. I really did. Unfortunately, even though you poured the water over your face, you kind of slapped yourself a couple times, your mind is still addled.
This is magical, not physical. Why did I think that would work?
You still technically have movement and bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna realize that, well, no, I don't. That was a full round action.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're right. My bad. It is a full round action.
So I called Derek really quick to ask about that. You can call or do it however you want, Matt, but he said that technically for that the disadvantage on skill checks should not apply to removing disoriented. But Aisha would have failed either way because the 8 was the first roll. But
well, I let them have advantage for the roll because they used a dynamic object. Yeah, so they rolled twice to do a dynamic with the dynamic object to give them advantage, but they still failed.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that because I was thinking about what Derek said, figuring it out. Okay.
No worries.
No
worries.
Yeah, I was getting an advantage. I was trying to overcome that -2.
Mm-hmm.
Real hard.
So you get +1 from, what's it called? Oh, wait, that's not skill checks. That's rolls to resist. Never mind.
Yes, correct. Okay. Unfortunately, that's it for Aisha's turn.
Yeah. Okay. Fire hurts void. Cannot. Damian only's got 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Too far to get over there. Is flanking a thing in this game?
Yeah, I've been allowing it.
Cool. What I'm gonna do is, as long as we're not side by side, I don't think it can hit both of us. I'm gonna move Damian to the other side of this cultist and veil pierce him with the.
Oh, well, if you're veil piercing, then you don't need the advantage.
Yeah, but if he doesn't survive, if he survives this attack, it gives it.
Yes, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so you're moving down. Novasika comes running around to the other side of the cultist and is making an attack on them with a veil piercing. So it's just going to hit automatically. Where is Novasika's thing? There it is. Sorry, There we go. 5 points of veil piercing damage.
Cool.
Yeah, you stab through their armor directly into the body, piercing the veil and cutting through them. They are still up, but they are wounded. Oh, wait a minute, they're disoriented too. They would have, yeah, so that's why they were able. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
Took me a second to get there. Melody, you're up next.
Since I lost my transformation spell on me when I was horrified, I'm going to recast that on myself.
Fair enough.
And then I'll try to hit with my bonus action, even though I have disadvantage.
But wouldn't you have advantage because of Nova Seeker, so it would cancel?
So it is going to cancel it out and be a regular attack.
Oh.
Because you're, I'm allowing flanking here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, we're doing the advantage flanking. Even better.
Oh, it's a hit.
Heck yeah, that's a hit.
And 9 damage, it looks like.
9 points of damage. This cultist is extremely wounded now. You still got movement and bonus action, Melody.
That was my bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's a standard to cast transformation. Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
And I'm just going to stay here.
Nice.
Okay. We are at that's the end of turn order here. And I think this is probably a good place to end things for this evening. So we are locked in this combat. The voracious stalkers have been destroyed. The ethereal cloaker looks wounded. And there's a lot of cultists all over the place. So we're not out of the woods yet, folks. But at least you're taking them down some. So that's a plus, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out what happens here in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, Damian's player will be back, and we'll be able to close out this combat. I can't wait. Should be a lot of fun. Well, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to find out what happens here in this epic battle on the top of a roof. I can't wait to see what happens. Well, as always, we like to go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Starseeker, you're the one that did the recap, so why don't you go first?
Hi, Hana. I was your Star Seeker and the controller of Damian for today, or Nova Seeker for today. You can find me everywhere so matters, plus also X at Destiny Trio INC. I took a little break from posting some YouTube stuff. I was on vacation, but my Xenogears Let's Play is going to be posting again starting Saturday. And also, Los wasn't here, but you can find Los, Damian's main player, at PDX Homebrew. They plan to be doing some streams in the near future, so check that out.
Absolutely. Skyseeker, you're next.
I'm Ashleyien. I played Skyseeker, otherwise known as Cat today, and you can find me here every 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Blossom Seeker, you're up.
Yeah, I'm John. I played Blossom Seeker tonight. You can find me here every other Monday and Wednesdays. On Mondays, I am in the Aethertech Wars, where I play Draven. I love him. You can also find me at johnpoirart.bluesky.social and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Heck yeah. Soul Seeker, you're next.
I'm Kira, the assistant creator of Magi-Knights Awakening, and you can find us on any of our socials on our website, magi-knights.com. And you can also find links to our rulebook, and we also have a link to our upcoming Kickstarter page. We were hoping to launch sooner, but we've now officially chosen the date, May 6th. So be ready for that. We'll have these plushies and some really cute and cool dice and cards and GM screen and all kinds of products that we'll be selling there. So check it out.
Can't wait to see it. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can find me right here every Monday and Wednesday running crazy games for crazy people and having a blast doing it. It's always fun. You can find me on my socials as @ScruffyWanderer everywhere that exists. I'm always there. That's always my name. You can always find me. Most of the time, I'm just dunking on conservatives or talking trash about D&D. So come hang out with me sometime. Other than that, on behalf of everyone here in Magi-Knights Awakening and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long, good luck, and until next time, may your dreams be infinite. And good night.
Nighty night.
Night.
Good night.